Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out another Spigen case for the iPhone 14 Pro. So in front of us today, we have the Thin Fit, and this is supposed to be their thinnest case. It is called the Thin Fit for a reason. So right away, the price on this is $16.99 on Amazon. And again, if you do want to check this product out, there will be a link down below in the description. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up. So here we have the packaging, as always, the same with all Spigen cases. We have the branding, we get a nice little image of what the phone looks like, well, what the case looks like, plus which device, Thin Fit, and the color, so the black one. I don't believe there are different colors for this one. There's only the black color for this one, and I guess that is perfectly fine. So to open it up, all we have to do is pull this tab right here and take the case out of its pouch. So let's put that to the side and take this out of here, and voila. So here is our case. We get this little pamphlet inside of here. I guess it's for all their MagFit series of devices. This one right here, this particular case, does not have MagSafe compatibility, but since it is a thin case, you can still wirelessly charge. You can still use your MagSafe puck to charge, but it won't hold on perfectly. So if you do use it in your car, if you do have the MagSafe mounts inside of your car, it won't hold, and that's kind of a bummer. I use MagSafe a lot, so I don't think I'll be rocking this case for a lot. But again, I wish they did implement MagFit with this one. They'll probably bring it pretty soon, but for now, we don't have it. So let's go to place our phone inside of the case. I'm gonna start with the top right, and then just push down all the corners, and boom. So perfect fit, slaps right in. Let's see, we got all the corners, we got all the sides. And here is our Thin Fit case. So let me go ahead and wipe the display a little. All right, and here is our case on the 14 Pro. So let's go ahead and start off with the back. A very simple design, looks very clean with very minimal branding. We just have the Spigen logo right there on the bottom, and that is all the branding on this case, which is nice to know. I really hate when some companies, they put like all the branding all across the case. It kind of annoys me. I like a simple, clean design on my case. For the camera lip, we do have a nice large lip, even though this is a really thin case. But again, this will not prevent rocking. This case will probably rock, which I will show you in a moment. But for the lip, it is pretty large, and if you do manage to drop it on its back, then it should be fine. Coming back to the rocking, you'll still get some rocking on the top left, but for the bottom right and left and the top right, you won't get too much, but the top right still does rock a little bit. So that is perfectly fine. The phone was already rocking, and if you do want to go for a thin case, you're gonna have to bear with it. I don't really have issues with the rocking. I do hear some people complain about it, but again, it is what it is. You can't really do much about it. So that is the back portion of this case. We have a nice matte finish to it, matte feeling to it. Feels pretty nice, very simple and clean design. So on the front display, we do again have a nice lip that covers the whole entire display. So if you do manage to drop it on its face, then your phone should be fine unless you hit like a rock chip, you know, there's something extruding out of the ground. But overall, this case will protect your front and back displays, I guess. So we do have a nice cutout for our speaker grill right here, the top firing speaker, and same for the bottom firing speaker right here and here. And then we also have a nice large cutout for the lightning port, so if you do have any third-party chargers, you will definitely be able to charge your device with those as well. On the right side, we have a power button cutout. We have a nice little tech design inside of there. As you can see, it's like this two-part design, so you can still feel where the power button is. And then on the left side, we have our volume rocker. Again, we have that same design, plus our mute switch cutout, which is pretty large, so you're not going to be having any issues with the mute switch. You'll be able to use it perfectly fine. So if you haven't noticed already, this case does seem like a two-part case, but you can't really separate it. It has this harder plastic on the back plate and half of the sides, and then we have this nice soft touch plastic which covers basically all over the sides again, and it goes around the power button and the volume rocker as well. So I guess that's to give it a better feel, plus that is where the buttons sit, and the buttons can't have a hard plastic or else you wouldn't be able to click them. So moving on to the most important test, in my opinion, is going to be the buttons test. And this is just to see how tactile and clicky the buttons are, and if you need to apply any extra force. Some case brands, unfortunately, do make it harder to click the buttons, and it does get annoying over time. But again, let's go ahead and see if it's the same with this. So starting off with the power button. All right, very clicky and tactile. And the volume rocker. again, same situation, very clicky and tactile. So no issues on that regard. You're gonna be able to click these buttons very easily if that is a concern to you. So overall, that is basically it for this case. It's a nice, slim case. It looks really nice. It looks very simple. The design is very nice as well. I like it when cases are simple and they don't have all these designs all over it. And again, this case, I probably won't be rocking it as it does not support MagSafe, but hopefully in the future, maybe next year's ThinFit case, or maybe even this year, they might add the ThinFit to their MagFit collection. So that would be great if they did, but for now, this case is a really nice case overall, other than the fact that it does not have MagSafe support, which does kind of annoy me as a person that uses MagSafe a lot. So that'll basically wrap it up for this video. Again, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe as it helps support the channel. And if you do want to check this product out, there will be a link down below in the description. So see y'all in the next one.